Right, let's go. Okay, good morning. On my way out of Ennerdale Bridge, just leaving the hotel. As you can see, it's a murky day. So, heading up towards Ennerdale Water. That's my first location, waypoint. Mile and a half. Relatively easy walking, I think, until we get round the lake, and then climbing up to Black Sail Youth Hostel. Well, a couple of bits of feedback I've had already on my videos. Just to make a couple of corrections, it is Alfred Wainwright, not Arthur Wainwright, as I keep saying. So apologies for that, and apologies to Mr. Wainwright and all his family. The second is my cap. Despite what you might think, it is not a Trump MAGA cap made in China. It is my cap from the British Heart Foundation, and just to show you, proof for you all to see. I look across to where I'm heading. I'm going up on the far side of the lake, which is in the distance over there, up into the clouds by the looks of it. Ennerdale Water, which we're rapidly approaching, is one of the lesser known lakes in the Lake District. It's on the far western side of the lakes, and it's not easy to get to by car or even by hiking, I guess. And so as a result, the tourists don't come, or very few. And according to Alfred, got his name right, Wainwright, this is one of the most beautiful lakes in his opinion. Possibly because there's more solitude here, away from those tourists. I was about to say terrorists. Maybe they stay away too. Okay, my first deer of the trip. It's a biggie as well, although you probably can't see it. And no, it's not one of those twigs. In fact, there's more than one. And they are right over there. Okay, we approach Ennerdale Water, and it's decision time. Do I go south around the lake, or do I go north around the lake? They're roughly the same distance, but the southern route, which is that side, there's an element of climbing which can be rather dangerous when it rains, and as a consequence, given the weather, I think I'm going to opt for the northern side. Beautiful. So I'm heading over that way and then up over there somewhere. That there is called Angler's Crag, and somewhere there is a lump of rock they call Robin Hood's Chair. I have no idea why it's called Robin Hood's Chair. It has nothing whatsoever to do with Robin Hood, but it's one of 2 or 3 places along this route, including the end point, that references Robin Hood. A mystery. So Ennerdale Water is a reservoir, and it feeds water to around 60,000 people in Cumbria. Some years ago, I don't know how many, but over the other side you might be able to see a couple of small buildings. Well, in front of that there was a hotel, but the powers that be decided they wanted to make the reservoir bigger, and they effectively sunk the hotel beneath the water, so the water is higher than it used to be. Hopefully there was nobody in bed at the time, but thankfully they didn't do more, because there were plans afoot to raise this reservoir even more. There's a chappie. This is nice. Morning. At least it's dry at the moment, eh?
Well, at the moment.
At the moment.
I think it might be alright.
Yeah.
It's before the cloud, but you might get away with it.
We'll see. Cheers. Bit of local knowledge. I think we might get away with it, he said. See how good he is. Never leave home without a polo, that's what I say. Not only do they give you a sugar boost, they also rot your teeth. Well, I'm about to find out how waterproof my waterproofs really are. It's gonna chuck it down. 6 miles to being dry for a while and a cup of tea. Oh dear. Well, I'm not walking back now. Sorry. Nearly at the end of the lake now. I'm going to be taking so much film of these little waterfalls and streams and things as I go up through the Lake District. It's just pouring with rain. I am soaking wet, but I'm happy. Well, a brief respite from the rain. I've just come to the end of Ennerdale Water, and now I've got a long trail through initially woodland, and then it rises above the woodland towards the youth hostel in a few miles time, where I'll take a break before I head up over the pass, which is the toughest bit of the day. Time for a respite, I think. I've been walking, what's the time? Almost 2 hours, so quick break before I head up the pass to the youth hostel. Oh, short break before the next break. I didn't actually realise this was here, this place, this youth hostel, but they had an honesty box. Now I've got my coffee and a Snickers. Had a brief stop there at the Ennerdale Youth Hostel, cup of coffee, Snickers bar, marathon, I call it a marathon bar, and it's getting quite chilly actually. I was surprisingly damp, which shouldn't surprise me really, but my shirt's quite damp, and I started to get a bit chilly, so I've carried on quite quickly just to warm up again. Once I get to the next youth hostel, I'll change my top and I'll get a bit warmer before I go over the top. Onwards and upwards. Bit of music to lighten the spirits. Bit relevant really. It's funny how music plays on your emotions and memories. I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people, but this particular song brings back memories of my dad, and yeah, we had quarrels and things, but he died quite young, and as my mum said to me before I came away, he'll be looking down on you. So here's a nod to my dad. Well, getting up into the clouds now. Don't know if you can see in the distance, that's what I'm going over. Looks pretty foreboding, but who knows, I might be above the clouds when I get up the top. Be nice. About a mile and a half to the youth hostel rest before I head over. So there's Black Sail ahead. My stop. Up beyond is the gill that I'm going to follow, up and over the pass. I think I'll get a bit drier for a while in the youth hostel, charge my phone, have something to eat, drink, and change my clothes a bit, because I'm a bit damp, before I venture on forth. Once I get over the top, then it's all downhill from here on in, I think. What a fantastic landscape, absolutely beautiful. And as I arrive, the rain has almost stopped for a while. Another raging river. Watch out for those crocs. And here's Black Sail. So many people who arrived here in relief. Wonderful. Hello.
Yeah. Are you on your now? Are you?
No, I'm.
Wait, you're on together.
Yeah.
Oops. So let's go. Up there. A few other coast to coasters ahead. Finding our way up this pass, up into the clouds. Precarious little edge, this one. Look at that, just gorgeous. How magnificent is that? Superb. Well, basically I'm going this way, then I'm going to go up that gill over there to the top, and who knows, it might be sunny up there. Here's hoping. Some friends of mine come to join me. Hello, beautiful. No, you, not the other one. Okay, at this point I have to cross this here. It's going to be fun. I'm not going to record it because I don't want you to see me getting my toes wet. So you can see how steep this is. Up there. And I've come from down there. Let's go. Oh, getting there. Nearly done. Oh, that's hard work. But it'll be worth it, I'm sure. Because the rain's going to clear and the blue sky's going to come out. And I should be able to see Buttermere from there. I'm near the top. I need to get blown off my feet. That's a long way up. Made it to the top. Oh. There's the other side. Oh dear, that was hard, but worth it. It's quite a long trek over this pass. It's very wet, very windy, very rocky, quite precarious. So excuse me if I don't come on too much. But I think I've taken the right trail. According to my book that I read this morning, this is the old mule track that used to run the Slate across the pass. So I've turned heading down here, and I hope to eventually come down to the Honister Slate mine where I can have a break. The wind has been extraordinarily gusty, almost thrown off my feet a number of times. My backpack keeps coming off, acts like a parachute. I'm soaked through. A lot of the paths are more like streams, so my feet are soaking wet. Apart from that, I'm having a bloody great time. Truly, actually, I am. A little bit of danger, spice of life maybe. Sanctuary down below. Don't know if you can see it, but the Slate mine is down there. Coffee time, warm up. I don't think I'll dry off, but at least I'm out of the wind and out of the rain. Interesting path. I know I keep saying this, but this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look over here. Isn't that lovely? Honister Pass. Still a working mine. Good to see. I think it's the only working slate mine in the UK. Okay, heading on down. Fill your boot. My boots are already filled, thank you, with water. Lovely waterfall over there. I think all the way down there is my destination, Seatoller, for tonight. Quite a way down, but if I can work out how to open this blooming gate. What a contraption! Ah, there you go. Because I'm holding the camera, you see. So let's pull that out. That's it. See? Who said I can't multitask? Ouch. What a lovely view. Look at that. This walk down to Seatoller is delightful. The ever-changing landscapes is just fantastic. And as the clouds move through the valley, every so often you get a glimmer of sun, like over there, and it brightens everything up. And then the murky clouds come again. Just beautiful. I think that's my overused word of the day, but hey, it's a nice word. Well, I'm now about 10 minutes away from my hotel, nearly finished for the day. And what a beautiful place to come into. Just look at it. It's just, I said that word again. I'm going to have to count up how many times, and I'll tell you that for today. Most used words of the day. Could be a thing. There we go. Some more of my friends. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Mrs. Sheep. Pleased to make your acquaintance. What a lovely setting. So this area is called Rosthwaite, and the little hamlet down below here is called Seatoller. Lovely cottages, or should I say beautiful cottages. Okay, so end of the second day's walking. Made reasonable time. I'm guessing I've done about 15 miles, quite a lot of altitude, but I'll check that later and put it on the video. This is a lovely place, and it's a nice place to sort of end the day after the wind and the rain and stuff I've had. But just so you know where I am. There we go, and my hotel, I think, is that grey building over there.